Hey, greetings, everyone. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. This is Chief Kalinago with a video. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes just to get tuned in. Let me just make sure everything is good on my side of town. Yes. All right, good. I got video, I got audio. All right, guys, and once again, people are celebrating, their holidays, whatever the case may be. Man, listen. Whatever you celebrate, more power to you. For me, just like every day's Mother's Day, every day's Father's Day, every day's Love Day for me, because every day I'm giving love. I don't need one day in particular to celebrate that, and every day I'm giving presents. So I don't get caught up with systematic, so-called holidays. All right. But with that being said, I'm here again, coming to share some information. I know a lot of you may be on dates right now, and it's all good, but you could always catch the recording, right? So first off, I just want to acknowledge the great spirit, giving thanks to my ancestors for just allowing me to be a vessel to bring knowledge and education to the people. But once again, you know me, I'm always taking things to another level, and that's what I'm here to do. For a lot of you, it may not register right now, but it's okay, because I realize that me personally, I'm always a few steps ahead. I've been known to be ahead of my time, and it's good. A lot of times, people have to be progenitors in the path that we take. All right. And as you know, if you go back to all my videos, you'll see my journey and you'll see my growth. And a lot of times in life, you have to adjust. You have to make the necessary adjustments to change your life and get what you want in life and get where you got to go in life. Too many people are stuck just on doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, not realizing that's not the way it works. Family, if things are not working for you, it's okay to adjust. It's okay to change. Nothing we have right now in life is what it used to be when it first started. So what does that tell you? It means that adjustment had to be made. All right. Even in creation, things wasn't perfect. That's why when it was finally good, it was said that it was all good. But for you to know if something is all good, you had to know that it was all bad. You feel me? So the conception that we have about life, a lot of us have been misled, and we don't have a true understanding of what life is and what evolution is. Okay? And life is about evolving, moving forward. Too many people want to stay in the Stone Age. Too many people want to stay in the agricultural age. And now the job age is becoming extinct. I keep telling y'all, people have lost over 70 million jobs and they're not coming back because it's becoming a thing of the past. What's really going to change your life and get you wealthy is information. We are in the information age because the universe have sped it up on so many different levels, different frequencies, that a lot of people got to catch up. We are playing catch up. Okay. If you look at intelligence always is, and that's all there is. And artificial intelligence is trying to keep up. So realize that it's all about information. Information is what's going to get us ahead. So I'm asking you, do yourself a favor and don't get stuck in the past. Too many people spend too much time trying to build a relationship with their past and not their destiny, which is one of the same. All right. And I know you may have heard this from me before, but I have to keep repeating the information. It has to be redundant because you see, the brainwashing came through repetition, teaching you the same thing over and over and over again until it becomes your reality. All right. Now I'm going to let you know, it doesn't matter what you're going through right now. Your circumstances doesn't have to determine your outcomes. It doesn't have to. Okay, it doesn't have to. And regardless of your perspective of how you look at it, whether it's 1% control 99% of the wealth, or 5% control 95% of the wealth, or 10% control 90% of the wealth, regardless of what stats that you look at, the bottom line is this: the majority of people are broke, busted, and disgusted. The majority of people are not willing to do what successful people are willing to do. but yet still they idolize what successful people have. And my question to you is, why are you idolizing other people because of what they have, when you could get it for yourself? Don't you think you deserve to have the best? Don't you think you deserve to have more? Why are you shortchanging yourself? Why are you limiting yourself? And I keep telling y'all what the answer is. Now, people may come to you and say, oh, well, you know what? Money will not solve your problems. Let me tell you something. That's because they never had any money. You see what I'm saying? How can people that never had it tell you what it could do or what it can't do? And I keep asking you guys, man, stop going to take financial advice from Riri and Pokidam. Stop doing that. Stop taking financial advice from Riri and Pokidam. Okay? Those are the type of people that you take financial advice from. They always know if something will not work. They always know it's a scheme. They always know it's a scam, but they are broke. And the same people that tell you money's not important, they have cars driving. You see what I'm saying? They doing what they got to do, but they pushing the illusion. Now I'm here to tell you again that broke people have no voice. And I'm going to keep just bringing that to you over and over and over and over again until you get it. Broke people have no voice. Okay? It's only people that have an economic structure as a group that are able to step up and make changes. I don't care how much you march. I don't care how much you sing. I don't care how many posters you put up. I don't care how much you claim you indigenous, you aboriginal, you American Indian, man. It don't mean a damn thing if you're broke. Now, I know a lot of you may not like what you're hearing, but that's just the fact of the matter. It just is what it is. That's just facts. Because it's people that have money that could step in and make the changes that affects their lives. But when you have no voice, changes are made, it affects you, but you don't have a choice but accept it. It's really that simple. You want a voice? Get your bank up and learn to do what successful people have done for hundreds of years. This is nothing new. It's nothing new, except for the knowledge you were taught. It's old. Go to school, get good grades, get a good job. Getting a good job is teaching you how to be a slave. There's no such thing as a good job, because jobs are not guaranteed. They are not guaranteed. You feel me? It is not guaranteed. And then they teach you how to work for 40 years until you're about 60, 65, and they ask you to retire. You see what I'm saying? They ask you to retire. Go look at the word retired and look at the word. Two compound words, re and tired. Think about what I'm saying, because I like to take things to a profound level where you could really get a true understanding of what I'm saying. You feel me? And let you look at it from a different perspective. So let us look at the word retired, right? Okay, here we are. They teach you to work for all these years, and the prefix re, that means to do it again, do it over. If I drove my car forward, hey, do me a favor, go reverse my car. That means the car was driven forward. Hey, I wrote a book, do me a favor, rewrite my book. That means it was done, do it again. So retired. Why would you work all your life, and when it's time for you to settle in and relax and enjoy yourself, they're asking you to go get tired again? Retired. So you work all your life. You're tired of working. Now you're 60, 65, whatever the case may be. It's time for you to relax. And they say, you know what? Now we're not done with you. Go back and retire. Get yourself tired again. Family, this, you see, we have to think of the things that we say and we engage in, and thinking we are doing ourselves a favor. You feel me? Nah, when you're tired, you're done. But how many of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, but you keep retiring over and over again? You're stepping back into the realm of being retired, working yourself to death. And then you're not asking yourself, hold up, what am I missing? Something is not right. Something is wrong. and then you blame it on the color of your skin. No, it's not the color of your skin, it's the state of your mind. That's what it is. You see what I'm saying? It is the state of your mind. You feel me? No, let me tell you something. Everybody right now, they have a money problem. Okay? People who say money is not important is people who don't know what money is. It's really that simple. Stop making excuses for being broke. Period. Because everything you do, you need money to get it. Now, I never said money will bring you joy. Even if you're trying to find yourself, if you can't pay your rent, that's not going to give you the peace of mind to find yourself. If you can't pay your bills, you can't pay your student loans. So let us stop making the excuses. It's really that simple. Stop making the damn excuses for being broke, man. You don't even know who you are, how you're going to find yourself. Finding yourself is already in you. You don't have to go outside of yourself to find yourself. It's really that simple. But when money is not an issue, you have more time to focus on finding the internal things that you want to find. Because you're so busy, you cannot meditate. Okay? You're worrying about the children, how you're going to feed them. You're worrying about where the next job is coming from. How are you going to have enough time to find yourself? So stop making the excuses. Stop it. An excuse is nothing but a fat lie. That's all it is. So learn financial literacy. Learn what's going to help you become financially independent. That is the key. How come other people are able to do it, but a certain demographic just can't get it at all? Because people always give them excuses. They always give them excuses. Stop taking advice from broke people. I'm not doing that. Period. So I'm going to show you guys again and I'm going to go a little more in detail. You feel what I'm saying? Family, you already have your foundation. It's you. That's all you need is you. You don't need nobody else but you. It's really that simple. Okay? Now, whether you have to meditate, whatever you have to do to find yourself, do that. But I'm talking about a financial perspective right now. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? That have nothing to do with who you are. It's about your financial situation. It's really that simple. Let's not get the two. This is not a motivational speech, man. This is about finances and financial literacy. Stop being broke and then complaining about things. Oh, well, the system is not doing that. Oh, they're not sending our stimulus check. Stop depending on a machine to feed you. Okay? This is about financial literacy. That's what it's about. Learning the game that we were not taught. Too many of you are making money your enemy. That's why you are struggling right now. Because you were taught, oh, well, the love of money is the root of evil. How can the love of a piece of paper be the root of evil? But they're not telling you the love of guns is the root of evil, which actually kills people. You see how they got y'all jacked up? They got y'all jacked up, man. That's the problem. A piece of paper cannot be the root of evil. Is what you do with the paper. Just like how guns are not evil. It's the people behind the guns that's evil. Nobody wants to take responsibility. They always want to blame it on something else. You see, me, I'm a realist. I get it. So I'm not going to accept any excuses for anybody for being in this situation. It's really up to you and your why in life. What's your why? What wakes you, what gets you up out of bed and give you a reason to live your life? That's what I want you to tap into. What's your why for wanting anything? You know what I'm saying? You step into your bed. The bed, somebody's making money from that. You take your covers, your blanket, your sheets, whatever the case may be, you put it over you. Somebody's getting paid for that. Your pillowcases, somebody's getting paid. Your pillows, somebody's getting paid. You step on your floor, somebody got paid. You walk to your refrigerator, somebody got paid. Everything in your house, in your life, somebody's getting paid from it because you're a consumer. And I keep telling you, consumers get consumed. But y'all don't hear me though. Always pushing somebody's brand, always building somebody to get them wealthy. When is going to be your turn? I don't want to hear no damn excuses, man. I don't want to hear it. The pity party. Always want somebody to feel sorry for them. Oh, it's because of, this is the color of my skin. Oh, it's because of this. And no, it's because of your mindset. That's what it is. Take the responsibility. I'm not here to tell you what you like to hear. No, I'm telling you what you need to hear. You need to hear the facts and you need to hear the truth. That's what you need to do. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care if you find your soul. Money does matter. And as a matter of fact, Jay, McReal, if this is not for you, you could just, leave this conversation, all right? Because apparently this is not for you, all right? This is for the people. This is about financial literacy right now. You feel me? That's what it's about. So if this conversation is not for you, then you could just step out and do what you got to do. You feel me? Because like I said, this is a whole different conversation right there. It's a whole different conversation, okay? Don't let broke people prevent you from living your best life. Okay, don't let people do that to you. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all cannot go back to exchanging your own money if you ain't got none. You see too many of you trying to put the horse before the carriage. You don't even know about financial literacy, but you want your own currency. How and when are you going to get your own currency? Do you know that back in the days, it used to be beans and corn? Do you know it used to be fruits and vegetables? Do you know it used to be about exchanging your daughter and your sons to get into other wealthy families? There have always been a means of exchange. We are not living in those stone ages no more. So let go of the past. Let it go, man. It's gone. That's why it's called the past experience. Leave it alone. We are moving forward. We are not going back to that. We are not going back to that. So first learn to get what it is now, and then you could transform it into something else. But first you got to get it. You got to get it. And it's so ironic. It's the same people that tell you money is not important. You know what I'm saying? They are the same ones that's always screaming how they broke and always reaching out to people to help them out. But they will not do something for themselves. Everything that you got to do, you need money to get it done. But you want to convince yourself it's not important. You want your own. How are you going to get your own if you don't have none at all? You see, y'all got to stop living this illusion, man. Stop living this illusion. That is the problem. And then you have people in these political arenas. They go into these meetings, okay? Whether it may be once a week, twice a week, once a month. And they come and they talk about what bills they're going to come together and put on the floor. And then you have people with money say, hey, you know what? I don't want that in there. That's not going to help my people. I don't want that in there. It's not going to help my group. And then they change those things according to the people that have a voice. And then it becomes a statute. It becomes a code. And now it affects everybody. And then you complain. You see what I'm saying? Because you're broke, you ain't got a voice. Get your bank up. When you get your bank up, you're able to step in these political arenas and demand change. That's how you're going to get change. Too many of you want change, but you don't want to give up $1. It's like walking into a grocery store. Well, Mr. Store Owner, can I get 4 quarters? He reaches out his hand to get the $1 so he can give you 4 quarters. And you say, well, you know what? I ain't got $1. Can you just give me the change? That is the illusion that a lot of you have. You want something, but you don't want to give anything. But you are so enlightened. You don't know a damn thing about being enlightened. Not realizing that anything that you want, you have to give it. You see what I'm saying? You want money, give money. You want love, give love. How are you going to go into nature and sit around all day and tell nature, hey, I want watermelons, but you didn't plant a watermelon seed? Hey, nature, I want oranges, but you didn't plant an orange seed. You have to plant your seed before the need. And once again, I'm telling a lot of you, I'm saying things you don't want to hear and you don't like to hear. It's okay. This may not be for you at this time, but trust me, you're going to look back on this video and say, damn, man, Chief always be speaking the truth. Because you see, I ain't got time to live the illusion. And then people work hard, they become millionaires, and you think they owe you something. They don't owe you nothing. You think celebrities owe you something. They don't owe you anything. They work hard and bust their butts to get what they want. Work hard for yours. Do you think people who make it, they don't come back to the hood? Why do you think they don't come back to the hood? Do you think it's because they don't like the hood? No. They're not coming back to the hood because of the mentality of the hood. Because they know somebody's going to rob them. Y'all always asking for the truth. Can you handle the truth? You see what I'm saying? Well, the only way to get to the top, I don't care whether you call it eugenics, genocide, I don't care what you call it. The bottom line is this. You want to get to the top? Then get your finances up. It's the only way to get back to the top. It's really that simple. Practice group economics, come together and build. It's really that simple. There's no creator that's over me in this system. I'm not giving these people this power over me. So I'm going to use this system to get what I need to get done, period. Too many of you get too deep with it and you hinder yourself from your growth. And again, you wonder why you broke. Let me tell y'all something, man. People were willing to come into this land, okay, and starve and be enslaved to get what they had today. Persecuted to get what they had today. Too many of you are too weak. You are not willing to stand up and do what you need to do to get your rightful place. That is the problem. And then you start blaming the system. The system is not the problem. You are the problem, not the system. Because how it's working for some people and it's not working for you. Because you are focused on the wrong things. The system is not against your skin color. You are your biggest enemy. You see what I'm saying? Man, listen, man, Talisa, this is a whole different conversation, man. All right. Like I said, this is about financial literacy. Okay. This is not about all that and all this different. It's about financial literacy, what you need to do to take yourself to the next level. That's what it's about. And I'm going to leave it on that. I don't need the distraction. All right. I'm just letting you know, period. All right. This is what this is about. I tell people, stop making excuses. We are not living in the same world. We have to move forward. This is the information age. Do what you have to do, okay? And build yourself and build your family. Create your legacy is the only way to make change. Stop focusing about what happened in 1933. That's gone. Let's focus on what we have today and how we could change things. That's how you have to change it. You think you're going back into the Stone Age? No, you are not doing that. You're moving forward. It's really that simple. And for a lot of you that always have the solutions, why you haven't fixed it yet? I am giving y'all the solution. Learn to be financially literate. Learn how to control your bank. You see, that is the key. That is the key. And then you're able to make the changes that you want. How come every other ethnic group are able to come together, practice group economics, and not focus on bankruptcy and not focus on de facto government? You see, that's what's killing y'all, man. Y'all are just too educated sometimes. That is the problem. You feel me? That is the problem. Let me tell you something about a group of Mexicans, right? And that's why I appreciate Mexicans. A lot of them. Mexicans came in to do a job, right? Literally take off an entire roof and had to put it back. They came in about 9 o'clock. By 12 o'clock, everything was done. Roof was taken out and replaced. You get people who look just like us to do the job. A lot of them, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, they still on break. They still complain about stuff. I'm just saying it's a mindset, man. It's a mindset. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with anything else. You feel what I'm saying? It has nobody's against. You know what, man? Listen, man. I'm just saying, man. You know, too many people, like I said, y'all just believe people are against you. You see what I'm saying? No, nobody's against you, man. You are your biggest enemy. I'm just giving you the facts. I'm giving you the facts. I'm giving you the facts. How is that a lot of people who look just like us in complexion, they could come from anywhere in the world and be successful, but we here and we're still having a problem. You know why? It's because they know something you don't know. That is the problem. They know something you don't know, and you refuse to learn it because of your emotions. You are allowing your emotions to cripple you. That's the problem. Okay? So once again, I'm going to show you, and let me share my screen real quick, and we're just going to go over a few things. Okay? I've showed it to you before, but I'm going to show it to you again, and I'm going to go a little deeper because I like to take things to the next level every time I bring something to you, right? So we're going to talk about the quadrant again, the cash flow quadrant. And if you haven't read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, go Rich Dad, and also the cash flow quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. All right. You have 4 quadrants. All right. That's the cash flow. And I'm showing you why people stay poor, busted, and broke. Why people stay broke? Because this is the reason why. All our lives, we were taught to be employees. And that's why a lot of us go left instead of going right. Family, I want to show you how to go right and stop going left. Because on the left side of the quadrant is slavery, man. It's slavery. Stop making the excuses. So we were taught to be employees all our lives, not realizing that you're trading time for money. That's called linear income. And on this left side of the quadrant, 10% control 90% of the wealth. You see what I'm saying? You also have self-employed. A lot of people think being self-employed is a big step. No, it's not. It is still trading time for money. Because if you cannot do what you need to do, then guess what? You won't make no money. So the left side of the quadrant is equivalent to trading time for money. You may have a beauty salon. It's still trading time for money, because if you don't go do hair or you cut hair as a barber, you will not make money. And here's another fact. Employees and self-employed people pay the most taxes. Employees and self-employed pay the most taxes. You see, y'all didn't know that. Okay? For a change, you got to pay yourself first. Employees and self-employed people pay the most taxes. Family, you have to get out of the left side of that quadrant and step into the right side, where 10% control 90% of the wealth. What that means, you have to become a business owner. A business owner, meaning that even if you personally cannot do anything, your business will still thrive. And then on the right side of the quadrant is an investor. You see what I'm saying? Anybody that's on the right side of the quadrant pay less taxes or no taxes whatsoever. A lot of people, when you look at Donald Trump, say, oh, I don't pay taxes, and Robert Kiyosaki, I don't pay taxes or very little. People think they are what? They are breaking the law. Or no, they're not breaking the law. They just know something that you don't know. And that comes from being a business owner or being an investor. Remember, the United States was built on small businesses, on businesses. What did it do? It wasn't built on employees. No, businesses who learned to manipulate employees so that the people that own the business could live the best life. While you as an employee or a self-employed employee, you are struggling. Come on, man. You have to learn to change the mindset and learn gradually how to get on the right side of the quadrant. And you got to start teaching that to your children. That's how you break that generational curse. That's how you break it. You have to stop going left and start going right for a change in your life. All right. So that's number one that I'm sharing with you right now. Now let us go to another slide and let me open something up. Okay. Because all I could do is just share the information with y'all, man. That's all I could do. I could just share the information with you. I cannot force the information on you. I will not force the information on you. But my passion and love for people generally, just people, period. Okay. Man, I'll tell you, people are afraid because they're listening to broke people. They're listening to Pookie and Rary and them to get financial advice. That is the problem. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people were taught, especially people who look like us, the only way to make it is to be a celebrity. Either you got to be a rapper, an artist, to be a football player, a basketball player, a baseball player, or to be anything that deals with sports. You see what I'm saying? Not realizing, yes, the slim percentage of those that actually make it is not even funny. And that is also trading time for money, because guess what? If you break your leg or your arm, you cannot play ball. But that's what we were taught. Not realizing that the majority of millionaires in this country that even look like us, they are not athletes and they're not celebrities. So how did they become millionaires? They are learning exactly what I'm teaching you right now. They learned that, they knew that, they taught it to their children. This is nothing new. It's been around for hundreds of years, but it was just kept away from you. So let me share my screen again. Let me share this one right here. And I'm going to go through a series of screenshots to show you. All right, family, it's really up to you whether you want to heed to the advice or not. Like I said, I cannot force you to do anything, and I will not force you to do anything. But here we go. Okay. The government has mandated over 400 tax deductions for small businesses, not for employees. You see, y'all got to take heed, man. Well, you don't have to, but I would suggest that you do. All right. Let me show you why people, a certain group of people, are able to become successful, and a group of people just can't get it at all because they were not taught what I'm showing you. And even if you teach them, the majority of them will still not see it because they are a stiff-necked people. That's just facts. All right. So let us look at the top 25 deductions for small businesses. Small businesses can write off a number of expenses as tax deductions to help lower the amount they owe on their income tax. The top small business tax deductions include, remember, as an employee or self-employed, those don't apply to you. Okay? You have to have a business. Okay? Depends on the type of self-employment that you have. All right? But you have to have a business to get those deductions. Number one, as a small business, you can deduct 50% of your food and drinks purchases that qualify. To qualify, the meal needs to be related to your business, and you need to keep the following documentation related to the meal: the date and time of the meal, the business relation of the person or the people you dined with, and the total cost of the meal. The easiest way to track business meal expenses is to keep your receipt and jot down notes on the back about the details of the meal. And don't worry about it. Right now, there are apps to track all these things for you. Now, as an employee, I don't care how much you go out and eat. That is not tax deductible. So see how much money that you're leaving on the table. When you go to the movies, you go to a game, all that could be a business deduction. I mean, why is it so hard for you to see the information and change your life and do what's right to start becoming right? Come on, man. That's why I say you are your biggest enemy. So now 50% of your meals, your entertainment is tax deductible. So you get that back. All right. Number two, work-related travel. All expenses related to your business travel can be written off at tax time. How many of you cannot take a vacation because you can't afford it? But when you have a business, you could take a business trip and at the same time, it could be a vacation. Man, I'm putting y'all onto game, man. That including airfare, hotels, rental car expenses, tips, dry cleaning, meals, and more. You can reference the IRS website for a full list of the business expenses that are deductible. To qualify as work-related travel, your trip must meet the following conditions. The trip must be necessary for business. The trip must take you away from your tax home, i.e. the city or area in which your company conducts its business. All right. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your city per se, it says and or area. So if you're in part A of your city and you go into part A of your city, that could be considered what? Tax deductible travel expenses. All right. The trip must take you away. I just read that. You must be traveling away from your tax home for longer than a normal work day, and it must require you to sleep or rest on a route. And there is ways to track all these things. All right. Let us go into the next one. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, there's a reason why a lot of people are not successful, because we were not taught this. What I'm showing you right now, a lot of people were not taught this. And as a matter of fact, a lot of people are too lazy to learn it. You feel me? But if you really want to change your life, man, take heed to what I'm showing you right now. Let us go to the next one. The next slide. I know this may seem boring for a lot of people, but you know what? The few that get it, man, more power to you. But it's here. And you will always be able to revert to it and say, you know what, man, Chief knew what he was talking about. Let's go to number 2. Okay. Work-related car use. If you use your car strictly for work-related purposes, you can write off the cost associated with the operating and maintaining it. If your car is mixed between business and personal reasons, you can only deduct costs that's related to the business usage of your vehicle. You can claim the mileage you use for driving. Now, let me tell you something. How many of you have a car? Do you know that you get 54.5%? All right, 0.54% deductions for every mile that you travel. You get that back in your taxes. All right. Now, if you use your car half for business, half for personal, 50% of that is a deduction. Do you see how much money that you are allowing the government to take your money? It's yours. They're telling you we don't want to take it, but how many of you are willing to learn? How many of you are willing to just stay broke, busted, and disgusted and not change your mindset to change your life? Number 4, business insurance. You can deduct the cost of your business insurance in tax returns. If you have a home office or use a portion of your home to run your business, you can deduct your renter's insurance costs as part of your home office write-offs. All you need is an office space in your house, and leave that space strictly for business, and part of your house is a write-off, part of your rent is a write-off. Family, why are you leaving all your money on the table for the government to take it away from you? But then you complain. You see, they say when you know better, you do better. But I like to rephrase things and say, when you know better, you're supposed to do better, because a lot of you will know better. You'll see this and you still won't do better because you refuse, because you want to sit around and complain and think the government owe you something. Number 5, home office expenses. Under the new simplified IRS guidelines for home office expenses, home-based small businesses and freelancers can deduct $5 per square foot of your home that's used for business purposes, up to a maximum of 300 square feet. To qualify as a tax deduction, your work area has to be used exclusively for business, i.e., you can't write off the square footage of your dining room if you do not work at the table during the day and you need to use the home office regularly as your principal place for conducting business. You could change your entire living room into a workspace. All right, that's a home office expense. Number 6, office supplies. You can write off office supplies, printers. How many of you have printers on your home? As an employee, you cannot get that back in taxes. The paper for your printer, the pens, the computers. How many of you love gadgets? Always have a new iPhone, always have the new Mac, always have new computers, but you pay for it and you don't get it back because you don't have the financial literacy. You were not taught that. You are financially illiterate. That's why you don't know you could get all these things. And it's okay not to know things as long as you're willing to learn. I'm not here to beat you down. I am here to elevate you and teach you. So stop buying computers and phones and, oh, well, I got the new iPhone. You spend $1,000, but the next 2 days you're broke. Do you know that you could get that back in your taxes by being a small business owner? Come on, man. And work-related software, as long as you use them for your business purposes within the year in which they were purchased. You can also deduct work-related postage and shipping costs. But be sure to file all receipts for office supplies purchases and have documentation. And they have a lot of apps right now that will help you document all those things. Family, I'm making an attempt to take y'all to another level, man. Don't let these people who are broke give you financial advice and tell you money is not important. Let's go to the next one. Let me go to the next one here. Next. Which one I just did? Let me see. Give me a second here. Did I just do? All right, good. Let us go to this one right here. Y'all gonna love this right here. Man, I'm putting you guys on, man. And I'm really telling you, you are your biggest enemy because a lot of people refuse to do the research. And you know what? It's okay. You don't know where to find it. It's fine. But here I am bringing the information to you, man. Step up, learn the information, family, and apply it to your life. Stop allowing the government to take all your money, man. You know, brother, 1,000 people and more will not be watching this because it's not about gossiping. It's not about entertainment. It's not about who was here first. It's not about, oh, they got something against us. It's about teaching you to learn something for yourself and teach you how to get out of the rat race. That's why we don't have 1,000 people here watching this. And it's okay. It wasn't meant for 1,000 people. It was only meant for those who are going to see it and learn it and apply it. Even a lot of people who are watching it right now will not learn it and apply it. So it's okay. It's all right. I'm not here for likes. I'm here just for those that are willing to step up and allow me to guide them and show them how to become successful. It's really that simple. I'm done feeling sorry for people, man. I ain't doing that. So if you're looking for a pity party, this is not the channel for you. Go to the other ones that keep telling you, that's hyping you up and looking for likes and begging you for money in cash apps and all these things. You see, I don't do that. I used to do it. I stopped because you need your money more than me. I don't want your money. I'm showing you how to make I'm showing you how to make it. All right. That's the difference between me and a lot of them. I show you how to make it. I'm not asking you for nothing. I want to help you show you how to make it. Let's go number 7, phone and internet expenses. If you're using the phone and internet is vital to running your business, you can deduct these expenses. If, for however, you use your phone and internet for a mix of work and personal reasons, you can only write off the percentage of their cost that goes down towards your business use. For example, if roughly half of your internet usage is used for business related and half is for personal, you could write 50% off. How many of you right now, if you use internet, go ahead and type 1. If you have a cell phone, go ahead and type 1. You pay that entire bill and you don't get nothing back because you don't have a business. And not just so you don't have the right kind of business. Man, I want to teach y'all, man. I'm showing you how to become wealthy. See how much money you are leaving on the table. You calculate that right now. If you are paying, let's just say $60, like right now, my phone bill is $75. If I calculate that, all right, I pay, what is it? I think $75. Yes, I pay $75 for my phone bill every single month. So if I were to multiply 75 times 12, that's $900 every month for the year. Now, if I don't use my phone for business all the time, which is half and half, that's, if I divide that by 2, that's $450 I get back. And that's just for my cell phone. My internet is the same thing. I'm talking about roughly $1,000 I just added to my tax return. Come on, man. And you wonder why you stay broke. You think the government got something against you. No, you got something against yourself. Because no, they're not teaching you what I'm teaching you right now. Number 8, business interest and bank fees. If you borrow money to fund your business activities, the bank will charge you interest on the loan. Come tax time, you can deduct the interest charged both on the business loans and the business credit cards. Did you know that? If you take a loan from the bank, the interest, come tax time, you could deduct that because you have a business. You can also write off any fees and additional charges on the business bank account and credit cards, such as monthly services, fees, and annual credit card fees. They take all that from you. Did you know you could get it back if you have the right business? It's all about organization, man. Number 9, depreciation. When you deduct depreciation, you are writing off the cost of a big ticket item like a car or machinery all over the useful lifetime of that item, rather than deducting it in one go for a single tax year. Business usually deduct depreciation for long-term businesses, investments that are more costly. So they are reimbursed for the expense over the entire useful lifetime of the item. Here's how to calculate the depreciation. Depreciation equals total cost of the asset / useful lifetime of the asset. Let me give you an example. How many of you have cars? Do you know as soon as you buy a car, it gets off the lot, it depreciates? But do you know that you could write off the lifetime depreciation in one shot of that car? You could calculate it, get somebody to help you with that and say, okay, you know what? The lifetime of my car is such and such a years. It depreciates by such and such. You could file that and get that back in your income taxes, man. Man, I'm just saying, man. Woo! Y'all just don't know, man. There's a reason why people are broke, busted, and disgusted. That's why. And they will not teach you that in school. You go to school, you get all these degrees, and you don't learn these things. You feel me? You don't learn these things because they will not teach you that, because the system was set up to teach you how to be a slave, but at the same time, give you the information. That's why they say if you want to hide anything from you know what, put it in a book. Hide it from you. But this is there for everybody to do. This has nothing to do with the color of skin. No, it has nothing to do with the color of skin, family. It's about you willing to learn the information. Stop taking advice from Pookie and Riri, them, and I keep telling y'all that. Stop taking advice from broke people. Stop doing that. Stop doing it. Let us go to the next one. Number 10, professional service fees. Any professional service fees that are necessary to the functioning of your business, such as legal, accounting, and bookkeeping services, are deductible for tax purposes. How many of you, you pay all these people, these tax places to do your taxes? When you have a business, guess what? Whatever you pay them, that's a deductible. You get it back. If you're using accounting or booking software for your business, that would also qualify as a tax deduction. Come on, man. If you are having trouble determining whether a particular professional service expense is for your work or personal use, there are guidelines on there as well. From the IRS, the forms on there can help you judge the nature of the expense, family. All you have to do is just do a little research. Anything that you want to learn is on the internet right now. Number 11, salaries and benefits. If you are a small business owner with employees, you can write off their salaries. Why do you think when your employer pay you, guess what? They get to write it off. You think they're doing you a favor? No, you're doing them a favor. Come on, man. How much more can I do and show you that I care about you and I love you? That's why I'm doing these things, man. It's because I'm tired of seeing you struggle. I'm tired of seeing you being taken advantage of. You could do the same thing your employer is doing just by having a small home-based business. And everybody that you pay your employees, you get to write it off, the salaries. Okay, let's read this again. Number 11. If you're a small business owner with employees, you can write off their salaries, and not just the salaries, but the benefits and even vacation pay on your tax returns. Come on, man. But yes, still you think your boss is doing you a favor when they give you a raise. No, they get to write it off. It is because nobody's teaching you these things. There are a few requirements for writing off salary and benefit expenses. Let's break that down. The employee is not a sole proprietor, so they cannot be a sole proprietor or they cannot be a partner of your LLC or business. The salary is reasonable and necessary. All right? It's reasonable and necessary. Why do you think employees give you reasonable salaries? The minimum wage. Because guess what? They could write that off. Even the benefits they give you. Number 3, the services delegated to the employee were provided, meaning that whatever you ask them to do, they do it. When you go to your job, don't you have to do your job? So that qualifies them to get back the salary that they give you. Come on, man. Come on. If you have children, you can employ your children, but we'll get a little bit into that later. Number 12, charitable contributions. You can deduct charitable donations that you make to qualifying organizations. If your business is set up as a sole proprietorship, LLC, or a partnership, you can claim these expenses on your personal tax forms. If your company is a corporation, you claim charitable donations on your corporate tax returns. Why do you think businesses, they have charitable organizations that they give to? Because guess what? They get all that back. They get all that back. Man, I'm telling you, man, my people perish for the lack of knowledge, man. That's all it is. My people, they perish for the lack of knowledge. But you know what? I'm going to continue to give y'all the knowledge. It may not be what you think you want to hear right now, and that's fine, because I'm not giving you the hype. All right. I'm not here talking about who was here first. I'm not here talking about what they're doing to so-called black people. I'm not talking about that, because you know what? I'm tired of the pity party. I'm showing you how to get up in life. I'm showing you how to change your life. I'm showing you how to get your voice heard by changing your financial status. That's how you get your voice heard. That's how you get it heard. All right. Let us go to the next one right now. Okay. That's how you get your voice heard, family. That's it. I'm giving you jewels. Trust me. Many people go to college and spend what, thousands of dollars in tuition and now they eat expenses. And they still didn't learn this because they still became slaves to the system. Well, let us go to number 13, education. Talking about education, let's get into this. Any educational expenses you incur to bring value to your business are fully deductible for the tax purposes. Guess what? If you go to school to learn something, why don't you open up your own business? You could. It doesn't matter if you go work for somebody or not, but that's another way you could get back the tuition expenses, so you're not in debt. All you do is that as long as it was education towards your business, it's really that simple. And when you have a business, as long as you show that you are pursuing profit, then it is a legitimate business. So now your student loans, all that's tax deductible. You see what I'm saying? But nobody's teaching you that. The requirements for the education-related expenses are that the course or the workshop must improve your skills or help maintain your professional expertise. Isn't that what you go to school for? Educational expenses that qualify for deduction include what? Courses and classes related to your field of work. Seminars and webinars. Why do you think I'm always on Zoom on webinars? Because you see, I'm modeling what the wealthy people do. Trade publications and subscriptions. All right. Books related to your industry. So all your books, whatever, all that stuff, you get that back because now you create a home business in your field of expertise and show that you are pursuing profit. Boom. It is tax deductible. Let us go to number 14, child and dependent care. Cost you incur for caring for your children or adult dependents is tax deductible. Let's read a little more. If your own children are 12 years old or younger, you can write off costs associated with their care. How many of you have children? You go to work as an employee, you cannot deduct those things because you are a slave to the system. No disrespect, but I'm showing you how to up your game. Child care, even your elders, all that is deductible. You feel me? Let us read some more. Adult dependents also qualify for deductions, including spouses and some other related adults who are unable to care for themselves because of their physical or mental disability. Come on, man. Even with your children, you could pay your children, family, all that is in the tax codes. You could pay your children up to $12,000 a year. Don't you take care of your children anyway? All you have to do is make them employees. Okay? And let them help you with the business. They have to have done what you delegate to them. Okay? Whether they are helping you with the internet, whether they're helping you with doing the filing, whether they're helping you with errands for the business, up to $12,000 a year. And that is tax deductible. You will get it back. If you got 3 children, that's 3 times 12. That's $36,000 you get back. Why do you think you're broke, man? It's because nobody's teaching you this. But once again, I could only lead you to the well. I cannot force you to drink water. It is really that simple. It is really that simple. Okay? You could pay your children up to $12,000 a year by making them your employee. Why teach them to go be somebody's slave? You feel me? Number 15, energy efficiency expenses. Upgrades upgrades that you make to your home to ensure it's more energy efficient can qualify for tax credits. You can claim 30% of the cost of alternative energy equipment for your home, including solar panels, solar water heaters, and wind turbines. All that stuff is there. You get to deduct 30% of that because you have a home-based business. Number 16, investments. If you borrow money in order to make investments, you can write off the interest paid on the loan. So any money that you borrow for investment purposes, remember there's always interest. Guess what? The interest is tax deductible. So you get that back. You can deduct the interest up to the point that it matches what you earned in the investment. So if you take a loan to invest, first off, that is tax deductible, the interest. But the money that you make, that you earned during that investment, okay, you could match up the interest up to that and you get all that back. Come on, man. I tell you, man, my people perish for the lack of knowledge, man. But you know what? You know what, Chief? Just continue bringing the knowledge. Some of them will like it, some of them won't. It's okay. But for those who are willing to learn, I'm willing to teach them. And that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I'm not gonna get on the internet and continue to play with the pity party and be a victim. Oh, they're doing this to us, they're doing that to us because of who we are and who we are not. No, that is what you think. You are in the situation you are because you are not willing to change your life and learn and apply what you learn. That's the problem. And listening to broke people, that's the problem. Okay, let's just keep it real and for what it is. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Okay, foreign earned income exclusion. Number 17, American citizens with businesses based abroad can, under certain circumstances, leave the foreign income they have earned of their tax return. To qualify for the exclusion, your tax home must be based abroad. So if you have a business overseas, that part of that deduction, or if not all of it, is also a deduction as well. Everything that business makes. Let us go to number 18. A lot of people have medical expenses and pay for it out of pocket. Why do you think you stay broke? Because you don't know these things. Nobody taught you that. But here we are. Chief Kalinago is giving it to you live in the flesh. Number 18, medical expenses. You can claim both insurance premiums and medical care expenses, including doctor fees, prescriptions, drugs, and home care. If you are self-employed and pay for your own health insurance, then you can deduct your health and dental care insurance premiums. As long as you have the right business, even your doctor bill, your dent, all these bills, you get to deduct that, family, from the premiums, from the insurance premiums. This is there for everybody. The United States was built on small businesses, family. It wasn't designed for employees to make it. No. You have to become a business owner. Stop going left and go right. Remember, I showed you about the quadrant. Go right for a change in your life. And that's how you do it. Number 19, real estate taxes. Real estate taxes paid at the state and local levels can be deducted on your tax, on your income tax. Property taxes are included in these deductions, and you claim up to up to $10,000. How many of you have homes and you lose your home because you cannot pay the property tax? Well, guess what? If you had a business up to $10,000 a year, you could have actually got that back. But nobody's teaching you that. So you end up losing your home and think the system got something against you. Now you got something against yourself. You are your biggest enemy. Number 20, mortgage interest. You can deduct interest payments made toward mortgages, loans that you buy. So all the interest that you have for your mortgage, guess what? All that's tax deductible. Construct or improve your home. If you use your home for business purposes, you just need an office. Okay? But you have to have a legitimate business. If you take out loans against your home equity, you can also deduct that interest on those loans. How many of you knew that? 21, moving expenses. If you move and the main reason for moving is for work related, you might be able to fully deduct the cost associated with the move. If you're moving from one state to the next for business purposes, guess what? That is tax deductible. To qualify, your move has to pass the distance test. To pass the distance test, your new job location has to be at least 50 miles further from the former home than your old job location was on your previous home. 50 miles. You move away from where you used to be. Guess what? That is tax deductible, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man. Wow. Let us go to the next one. I got two more for y'all. In fact, one more. I actually got one more. Okay. Let me come back here for a second. And let me just go ahead and share this for y'all with y'all real quick. Where we at? Okay, this is the last slide of, and that's just the top 25. There are over 400 tax deductions for small businesses, over 400 of them. And I'm only showing you the top 25. Word, top 25. Let us go to the next one. Right here. Okay, check this out. 22, retirement contributions. If you contribute to an annual retirement account, okay, doing so helps reduce your taxable income for the year. All right, your total IRA contributions can't exceed the total income you earned that year, or it can't exceed the annual maximum contribution, whichever is less. All right, basically, essentially what they're saying is that if you set up an IRA account, to reduce your taxable income, it cannot exceed the total income you earned. So let's just say you earn about $200,000 for the year. Anything below that, okay, it will reduce the taxable the tax that you pay on that. You see, do your job teach you all that? No, they don't teach you all that, because they know whatever they do, they get to keep it, because it's called a charitable event for them. You feel what I'm saying? So they get to write it off while you're the one flipping the bill. Number 23, advertising and promotion. You could fully deduct expenses related to promoting your business, including digital and print advertising, website design, maintenance, and the cost of printing business cards. How many of you try to get into businesses and it's so expensive, you have all these expenses, and then you're the one flipping it, not realizing that you could get that back at the ending of the year, right? Number 24, client and employee entertainment. If you take business clients out, you can deduct the expenses as long as you discuss business during the meeting and the entertainment takes place in a business setting for business purposes. You can deduct up to 50% of the cost of these entertainment expenses. A lot of you love entertainment. Why not get paid for entertaining people by having a business? Come on, man. This is called edutainment, showing you how to make this happen. You can also deduct as much as 100% of the cost of social health for employees. So instead of having all these twerking parties, all these turn-up parties, have a party for your business. And all the expenses, 100% of that is tax deductible. Come on, man. 25, startup expenses. If you launch a new business venture in the latest tax year, you can deduct as much as up to $5,000 in startup expenses you incurred in the lead up to your business launch. That can include costs associated with marketing, your new business, travel and training expenses. Come on, family. And that's just the top 25. Only the top 25. Stop being broke, man, and stop listening to broke people. So I'm done with the I'm done with that. I'm just going to show you the cash flow quadrant one more time, just to kind of like tie everything up and summarize everything for you. Okay. And then I will look forward to concluding this live. And I don't care what anybody say. All I'm going to come in here and talk about is about financial literacy, because I realize that's what's crippling people right now. It ain't got nothing to do with who was here first, who was here last, and the color of your skin. No, it's financial literacy. That is what's killing you right now. Okay. So remember, everything that I just showed you, you could only benefit on that on the right side of the quadrant. So I'm asking y'all to get, stop being left, become right. That's it. And I'm not telling you to quit your job right now, but build a business until you are able to quit your job and get away from the left side quadrant. Self-employed, it is good, it's well and all good, but you need to start working your way on the right side of the quadrant. Get away from the left. All right. So you want to be a business owner and you want to be an investor and you want to start working your way towards the 10% that control 90% of the wealth. All right. And once you have done that, then you will have a voice, because now you're able to walk into these weekly, these monthly, political events that they have in your city. All right. Where the council people be having, and now you're able to make contributions. And with the contributions you're able to make, you're saying, you know what? I am such and such, blah, blah, blah. We cannot support that because it doesn't benefit us. Now you see how you start making the changes, family? When you're broke, you ain't got no voice. That is just the bottom line, period, point blank. So I don't care what nobody come in here and say. They're the same people that always reach out asking people for stuff. Once again, stop being a victim and be a victor. And like I told y'all before, I got the perfect business for y'all. Perfect business, because one, it teaches you about Forex. Let me ask you a question right now. How many people on this call right now got a bank account? Go ahead and type 2 in the chat right now. If you have a bank account right now, go ahead and type 2. In fact, I got a few bank accounts. I'm going to type 2 a few times. Okay? But let me tell y'all something. If you have a bank account right now, you put your money in the bank. You think it's a safe place to put your money? Let me tell you something about the banks. The banks take your money and they go invest it in Forex. Do you know what Forex stands for? Foreign exchange. That's all it means. All they do when they're trading currency. They buy low, they sell high, they become millionaires and billionaires, and they tell you they give you 1% when you put your money in the bank. All right? But let me ask you a question. Do they really give you 1% when you end up paying expenses every single month you're paying for the account? So you're actually losing. So the bank take your money, they go invest it, and they promise you 1%, which you don't really get. All right? I could show you and teach you, and we have a program that teaches us about Forex and how to learn how to trade. You see what I'm saying? That's how you start becoming wealthy, teaching you how to do what the banks are doing with your money. That's how wealthy people get wealthy. Okay, that's number one. Also, I could teach you about residual income. Okay, if you don't know what residual income is, you do something one time and you get paid over and over and over again. I'm gonna give you an example. Michael Jackson is dead, but he's still getting paid. That's called residual income. Tupac is dead, but he's still getting residual income. That's called residual income. They did something yesterday to get paid over and over again. Can you imagine if you had a job and your job said, hey, listen, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, I want you to do me a favor. I'm going to give you a job and work for an entire year. Give me all you have. And then after that, you could quit. But every single month, we are going to pay you $10,000 every single month for the rest of your life. How many of you would like that? That is called residual income. You see what I'm saying? Family, wealthy people get wealthy because they have residual income. They don't trade time for money. Why is it so hard for my people to see this? And then you come, you show them the information, and because they're not willing to step up and work hard for it, you see what I'm saying? They don't see it as an asset. But the world is changing. The world has changed. And stop focusing on the past. The past is gone, man. You can't do nothing about it. What is in front of you is all you have to take you where you got to go. It's really that simple. All right. So once again, my number is in right there in the chat, in the description. Text me, and please don't text me if you're not serious, man. Like I said, I don't have time to waste with people. You feel me? And I ain't got time for people who are always making excuses and quitters, because winners never quit and quitters never win. All right? Remember this. Successful people get successful because they're willing to do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. All right? Do what it takes right now to get where you got to go so you can enjoy your life. And it's really that simple. If I could change the life of 10 people, anybody, let's just say 300 people see this video. If I could save the life of 10% of that, 30 of y'all, all right, to just say, Chief, man, just guide me. All right. And just ask for some guidance, and you're willing to step up. I'm willing to show you the way. I'm not here to save everybody. In fact, I'm not here to save nobody. The only person that can save you is yourself. It's really that simple. However, I am here to give you the information that could save you and that you could save yourself. All right. So with that being said, I'm here always coming to show love. And all my videos will be based on that. I've done enough videos about who was here first and who wasn't here first. I'm done with that, because I realize that is not taking us anywhere. You have to build your finances, okay? And realize how is that people from different countries coming to our land, all right? And then 3, 4, 5 months, a year later, they have businesses, but you cannot, for some reason, you just can't find your way. And you think it's because they got something against you. It's because you are not taught what it takes to make it happen. That's the problem. And a lot of you are not willing to learn. And for those of you that are willing to learn, you are not willing to step up and apply what you were taught, because you're so busy to quit. When things are not going the way you want it to go, or it's not, you know, things get rough, you're ready to quit. And you stay home and you idolize celebrities. Oh, I love Jay-Z. Oh, I love Beyonce. I love Tupac. Do you love Tupac? What do you know about Tupac? What do you know about Jay-Z? What do you know about Beyonce? You know nothing about these people, but you love them. You don't love them. You love their life. You idolize their life. That's what you love. You're in love with their lifestyle. But how can you love something that you don't want for yourself? That is not love. You got to love you first. You got to save you first. All right? So I did my part. Like I said, my information is below. Hit me up. I will definitely always be willing to share the information with you and guide you and mentor you. All right. Like I tell people, you know, I'm a millionaire and I'm claiming that. And guess what? A lot of people think that being a millionaire, you have to start flashing cars and opening up trunk of, you know, the trunk of your car and showing stacks of dollar bills. No, that's called hood rich. Most of these people, they are broke in a year or two, and you hear nothing from them. It's either they get in trouble with the law, or they're on drugs, or there's some type of domestic situation, whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying? It's because they still were not taught financial literacy. And that's why a lot of people who make money in those type of environments, okay, they happen to be broke a few years later. So you have to be a millionaire mentally. It have to be something that's in you. And then it manifests in the flesh. It's really that simple. So for those of you who need some guidance, all right, and you want the perfect business model, I could guide you and show you how to do that step by step. All right. And as long as you don't quit and you do everything that you were taught, I promise you, you will see the success. It's really up to you. I've done my part. I've reached out. Now they say, when you want something, knock and the door shall be open. I heard you knocking, so I opened the door. They say, seek and ye shall find. I felt you seeking, and here you are. I hope you found what you're looking for. You see what I'm saying? Ask and it shall be given unto you. I heard you ask, and here I am giving it to you. It's really up to you at this point. All right? So guys, I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your continuation, and I'm looking forward to that text. I will plug you guys into the system that I'm being mentored with, because it's really being successful. And I just want to share the success with people that are truly serious about their life and wanting to improve their financial situation. You don't have to be broke. You don't have to be financially challenged. You can change your life if you so choose to. It's really up to you. Okay? Stop wasting time on Facebook with all these videos that's just there to make you feel good. Get uncomfortable. I want to make you uncomfortable before I could make you comfortable. You see, the problem with me, the difference with me and a lot of them is this: they want to make you comfortable first, and then you become uncomfortable because whatever they are showing you is not improving your life in any shape, form, or fashion. But you see, me, I want to make you uncomfortable first. I want to make you uncomfortable. I want to make you uneasy. I want you to hate your situation so that you can learn to love your situation by changing your situation. That's what I want to do. So become uncomfortable with me and let's get comfortable together, because you could change your life. It's really up to you. Chief Kalinago, I'm out. Peace.